Clubbers of Reddit. Nightclubs not killing animals. What are your best tips for people new to clubbing? Don't let your mum buy you some hair gel or whatever youngsters put on their hair nowadays. And if she does, check before application that it is definitely not gel that glows under UV light, so you aren't walking round a club looking like a complete tit with a glowing head like happened to me back in the late 90s. I posted this in the other thread, but reposting it here for visibility. I'm from Las Vegas and worked in a nightclub for quite some time. If you don't have money to buy a table and bottle of alcohol at the club, drink beforehand or bring a flask to save money. Clubs often cost $30 $100 for entry, and a table and bottle cost around $600. Clubs will often give you free entry if you buy a bottle. If you have 5 friends, each paying $30 to $100 for entry, you might as well buy a bottle and get free entry. 30x5 equals 150 for entry. No bottle. Bottle equals 200. Or in Vegas, 100x5 equals 500 for entry, or 600 for a bottle, and free entry. TLDR. In Vegas, if you're in a group of 5 or more on a busy night, it's usually cheaper to buy 1 bottle of alcohol and ask for free entry at the club than to simply pay cover and buy drinks once you're in there. I get the impression that American clubs are very different to European ones. For the European clubs, especially in Ibiza, get pissed before you go because drinks can be very expensive. Also, glow sticks are awesome. When you are in line waiting to get in, try to talk to as many people as possible. Talk to the random group girls, talk to the people around you in line, and make jokes about how long it takes to get in and just seem like you're ready to have a good time. That way when you get inside and you approach that girl you had your eye on, she won't think, who the hell is this random guy that wants to get in my pants? She will think, oh, it's that chill dude I met outside in line. This makes starting up a conversation inside not so weird and awkward, because once inside everyone has their guard up. It is also easier to start up a conversation with people outside because everyone is bored and frightened of going inside. Honestly, I go for the music and to have a great time with my friends. Any person that I go with who is only looking to meet guys ends up having a pretty shitty time. I'm in a relationship, so I'm not there for girls, but I've had attractive girls come up and talk to me while I'm just out there having a good time dancing. If you look like fun, girls will want to have fun with you. Vice versa. Guys too. But it's true. Be careful, because not all guys are good ones. Leave your inhibitions at the door. Realize that you don't know anybody there, and everybody's pretty much worried about themselves to notice how you look or how awkward you look when dancing. People are going to touch you. You're going to get insanely close to people and you'll have your personal space invaded. Keep it positive and have a good time. If somebody spills a little of their drink on you, they'll most likely apologize, but brush it off and continue on with your night. Watch your drinks. Don't drink too much to the point where you become a nuisance. If you go in thinking, ugh, I hate all of these people, they're so close to me, I don't even know them, I don't want to look stupid dancing on the dance floor, they're all drunk and they look stupid, then you won't have a good time. Keep your friends close. Pretend like nobody's watching, because nobody really is watching, and let loose. Don't get blackout drunk, and open yourself to the art of dancing without caring what people think about you. I'm a female and I've gone out to clubs with groups or with only one other girl. Safety should always be top priority, but at the same time, I'm not so concerned that I'm paranoid all night. Dancing, I have never felt afraid to walk away from someone that's approached me. They can get aggressive, but it can often be easy to disappear into the crowd. If you plan to walk away, try to alert a friend you're with. If someone is very aggressive, flag down security. Attire. Closed-toed shoes, because heels stepping on your bare toes hurts. Meeting new people. If you're trying to go clubbing to meet new people, remind yourself there's no pressure to meet anyone at all. You put yourself out there by just being in a very social atmosphere. Your quality of service depends on how well you tip too. If the bouncer says you have to leave, then leave. That is an argument you will never win and it saves you from being dragged out. Call the venue and ask if they offer guest list. Some places will let you in for free and without a lineup if you're on the guest list and you show up before a designated time. 4. Be respectful to the staff. One thing I enjoy about working in the nightclub scene is that traditional customer is always right attitudes don't apply. If you act like a self-entitled prick, you will be put in your place, if not kicked out entirely. Dress to impress, but dress for the venue. Don't wait 15 minutes in line to have the doorman tell you that you can't come in because you don't meet dress code. If you really want to grease the doorman to cut the line, Do it discreetly. Openly accepting bribes for favors is a great way to get fired. This applies to all bars but more so in nightclubs because it's faster pace. Have your entire drink order ready when you get the bartender's attention. Nothing pisses a bartender off more than seeing you turn around and ask your friends what they want after you get his attention. The bartender will move on to the next guy if you do this. No matter how hot it is in the club, keep your shirt on. Ladies, disregard when choosing what to drink. Simple is better and cheaper. Cocktails take a long time to make and will cost you an arm and a leg. Stick with beer, your basic mixed drinks and shooters. 10. Girls that are there with their guy friends' boyfriends. Don't mouth off. You being a girl does not mean that you can say whatever you want. Your guy friends will have to fight for you if you decide to mouth off to another group of guys. The amount of times I've seen guys get their ass kicked because their lady friends wouldn't keep their mouth shut in a bar altercation is unbelievable. Edit. Spelling. Get drunk enough to the point where you don't care what people think of you. You're dancing, then enjoy living life without caring what people think of you. Personally, I just dance like a nutter. When you wake up, don't be concerned if you did something stupid. It will be chalked up to drunken stupidity. People won't remember unless you really fucked up. Don't go to clubs where mainstream music is played. At least here in Germany, that's where all the idiots are who start fights. All dressed up fancy. The drinks are expensive and the average age is around 17-19. Where I live there are some great techno clubs. The bouncers don't care how you dress and the people are friendly. Never had a bad experience ever. Do not just come up behind a girl or guy and start grinding before introducing yourself or at least letting them look at your face. Me and my girlfriends generally like it when guys come up to dance with us, since we're there to have fun and dance and meet people, but it's very off-putting when someone you don't know starts humping you from behind. I mean, obviously you can't expect to have a long conversation with someone in a club, but even a smile and an introduction can make girls much friendlier to you since it shows politeness and respect. Also, realize that the club is not the best place to meet people you want to date. Not that it never happens, but you'll probably have more luck with good conversation at a bar. Clubs are loud as hell and no one can hear each other, so most of the connections you make with people are physical, like you're cute, let's do this. Which is fine if that's what you're looking for, but don't be annoyed if someone rejects you because they couldn't hear your witty banter. As people have already said, whether you're a girl or a guy, make sure to stay safe. Always make sure you see the bartender pour your drinks and don't leave them unattended. Don't take drugs from people in the club since you can't trust what they are. Keep an eye out for your friends. There are some basic things everybody should watch out for. 1. Personal hygiene. Take a shower, brush your teeth, put on fresh clothes. It doesn't matter if you're going to sweat much during that evening or just sit around doing nothing. If you wanted to be sloppy, you could have stayed at home. 2. Don't go out if you can't afford to pay entry and at least one drink. Clubbing can be expensive, but if you're broke, there are other places you could be and other things you could do. Don't rely on your friends or other party guests to pay for you the whole evening. 3. Enjoy yourself. You are here to have a good time. Listen or dance to the music, have a drink, chat with people. If you are bored too much, you're better off somewhere else. Don't just force it to be a good night. 4. Don't put too much emphasis on getting laid. It won't work that way. You see someone you like, go talk to him or her and see how it develops. If it happens, it happens. If not, then not. Easy as that. Besides all the advice about date rape, staying in groups, general creepiness, some practical advice if you are a lady: bring a folding hand fan. I'm serious. Hear me out. It sounds corny, but I started bringing them along to music festivals and they're a godsend for outdoor venues. So naturally they're amazing for the dance floor of that hot, sweaty nightclub. And we all know ladies don't want to be all drenched on the dance floor. Plus, they are an amazing friendly, innocent conversation starter. Just make sure if you're fanning someone, that they're someone you actually wouldn't mind talking to. Too many times I've made the mistake of fanning a guy and then insta creep vibe. But the pros definitely outweigh the cons. You can get them in a gajillion colors and types to match your outfits too. Best $1 ever spent. Trust. A lot of overanalysis going on in this thread. Go somewhere with music you enjoy. Get buzzed but not plastered. Be friendly but not creepy. Dance, but not like a jackass. Don't be an autist. Good times will follow. Avoid the club holidays like St. Patrick's Day and New Year's. Those are the nights when people who never go out actually do go out, because they think that's what you're supposed to do. Lots of people making bad decisions and throwing up because they don't drink often. On those nights, find a private party somewhere. Yeah, get a little drunk before you go. Research the place ahead of time to make sure you're dressed appropriately as the atmosphere you want to be partying in. People are occasionally going to be twats. Ignore them and dance like no one's watching, because they aren't. Don't take too seriously. There's always at least one asshole in the club that's too old for this or so over this scene. It's a club. Drink, dance, mingle with people, and let your inhibitions go. Stop judging everyone around you and get a little wild for a few hours. Don't buy into club culture. Those people will tell you that you need to be wasted and pilling your face off to really enjoy everything. But those people are just losers who've done so much fet they've forgotten how to enjoy anything without it anymore. Go to enjoy the music you love, see the artists you want to see, dance, or don't dance as you please, drink, get drunk, or don't, F it, neck a pill if you're that way inclined. But do it because you're an adult and you want to, not because some twat says you should. London, drink before you go. Know when to stop though, as bouncers are looking for any excuse to not let you in. This is even more true for men. Girls get in free, men pay £20. Expect everyone to be an asshole. If you're female, don't make eye contact if you're not interested in the male. Don't accept any drinks. Don't allow any body contact. Don't accept any offer for a ride home. Go in groups with your girls. Watch out for date rape drugs.